just to find your world on the waves. Now your captain calls you to the shore, but you turn away, seeking more. It's been 20 years of waiting, and I'm still alone. My captain left me so long ago. Now I need to know if I will get a second chance. Well, I found a magic mushroom in my head. There I was in another trip, and my mind was feeling kind of bothered with, but I still don't know how long it takes. And the waves are getting higher as my spirit breaks, but I wonder why. Will I ever get my wings tonight and fly? Ooh, I keep going every night. Ooh, I keep going every night. Every day is just another war, but you don't know who you're gonna fight. I just have to know who is fighting on my side. In the early morning, there's a shipwreck to my right. Yeah. Oh God, that's mine. Oh God, that's mine. Oh God, that's mine. That's mine. Oh God, that's mine.
If you just tuned in, you're listening to 90.1 FM, KKFI Kansas City Community Radio. My name is John Todd, and it is Under the Radar once again every Sunday night, 10 p.m. to midnight. And on this show tonight, we just played a track from Alex Alexander, and it just so happens we have him in the studios here. We're going to chat it up with him. Alex, welcome to KKFI.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for having me on the show.
It's great to have you. Now tell our listeners, if they're not familiar with your background and where you're from.
Sure. So, kind of a whole thing. I'll try to make this quick as I can. But so actually, I was adopted, believe it or not, from Russia. Okay. Turns out I'm actually not Russian. I'm actually Romani.
Okay.
And it's crazy being adopted. And I was adopted by an American family, and I grew up in Chicago. And there, I kind of grew my love for music and especially rock and roll from my dad.
Okay.
My dad would play Beatles records in the house. 24 hours.
Okay.
7 days a week, and I wanted to be a rock star ever since then. So.
And you're getting there. You're on your way.
I am trying. I am trying.
So you spent quite a number of years in Chicago playing. And how did that start? How did you get your start playing in Chicago?
Well, so pretty much what happened was it was fourth or fifth grade, and it was time to pick basically an instrument for the school band, for the grammar school band. And I wanted to be a drummer because I wanted to be Ringo Starr.
Okay.
And my dad, I'll never forget this. The day before, it's time to choose the instruments, he calls me upstairs to his office, pulls down a case, and it was his trumpet. And I didn't even know my dad played the trumpet. I was just like, whoa, what is this? And, he kind of gave me the lineage about how important the trumpet was to the family and how he had played and his father had played and, this whole thing. And it was just kind of like, oh, man. So, and then he kind of gave me the whole, have fun picking the drums tomorrow at school. And I was like, oh, God. And then I went to school the next day and really, that was on my mind. I was like, man, what am I going to do? And I ended up picking up the trumpet. But it was awesome because now I could read music.
Okay, sure.
So that changed a lot. And then, from there, I wanted to be in a rock band. Well, there were the really cool kids in school, and they were the rockers. Okay. And they used to play in the lunchroom and stuff. And, of course, I was just like, oh, man, come on, I want to be in that band. Well, I was the kid, I played a trumpet. And I was just like, come on. Well, finally, the singer of that group, her mother convinced me, hey, why don't you try out and really try this trumpet thing? Because, great bands. Earth, Wind, and Fire, Chicago, name it. I love horn groups. And so I was like, all right, you know what? Let me give it a try. So I tried out and I made it in the group. So now I'm in this rock band. Now it's really cool. And then all of a sudden, eventually, things happened and I eventually became the singer of the group.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, and then from there, we kind of needed a guitar player at some point. So I taught myself the guitar. From there, I kind of figured out how to play the bass, and then other instruments just kind of came along through that whole thing. So it's kind of like a crazy, yeah.
And everything kind of came by default. They needed somebody interesting. So you just went along with it, and it worked well. So
yeah.
And now you're in Nashville, correct?
Now I'm in Nashville, correct. Yes.
So tell us about that.
Well, I was playing in Chicago for so long. I played so many awesome, wonderful venues, clubs, and things, and I didn't have I hadn't met the connections that I needed to kind of get me into that next sort of level. And I just figured, why don't we try Nashville? Let's give that a shot. And then we moved, and it was, we've been there now for a little over a year.
Okay.
And it's been great.
And you're playing. You get some regular gigs. Tell us about that.
Regular gigs. So I play on Lower Broadway in Nashville, which is the super busy street with all the music. And I'm playing at the world famous Tootsie's Orchid Lounge. I'm playing at a club called Kid Rocks at a few Honky Tonk Central, and then another place called Rippy's. And now these are primarily cover band performances, but it is packed down there. Now the crazy thing is, when I played in Chicago, my set list or my concerts were we're talking like 2 hours of playing.
Right.
Well, in Nashville, every single gig is 4 hours long.
Right.
And I know that a lot of professional musicians, this is normal, but for me it was like, oh man, but now doing it, for over a year consecutively, weekly, it's like I'm getting the hang of it now, and I think my musicianship has skyrocketed over the past year. So it feels kind of good right now.
Well, you're doing that quite well, and you're also doing some original music. Tell us about that.
Absolutely. So I've been writing my whole life, writing original music. Right now I'm currently working on an album. It's going to be just very wide range rock and roll. I mean, harmony, everything from harmonies. I want string parts. I want choirs. I want everything kind of involved in this album, and definitely in my two big songs right now, "Home in the City," which I'll play here right here today, and then "On the Waves" is my other one, and they're just big production and really excited. I got in touch with this wonderful music producer out in Nashville, and it's just going wonderful. So
well, that is great. If you just tuned in, we're talking to Alex Alexander. We're getting all the details. He's here in town in Kansas City, but he came through for a family reunion. We have a family connection, and I thought, well, we get you on the air. But you also came out to the jam session last night and performed, and you, as well as everybody else, had a great time. So
it was amazing. The jam session was so cool, just being able to play here and see. And I love coming to different cities and hanging out with the local, local music scene. And so being able to do that last night was it was awesome.
Well, you did that quite well. Everybody was very pleased and very, very impressed, and so we're glad that you did that as well. But like you said, you have your guitar with you. Don't you? Tell us, you're going to play a song for us.
Yes, so I'm going to play my original song called "Home in the City." This is actually the story. I actually wrote it when I was living in Chicago, and I wrote it for a couple weeks before I moved to Nashville. It's basically about what's going to happen when I get to a new city and try to do this music thing. So that's what it's about.
Let's give it a go.
All right. Okay.
Home in the city. Find a place to go. Home in the city. Find a place to go. Every day when I'm thinking about the life I need, well, I tried a million times, but I failed at the scene. Here's the story of Alex, just a kid from God knows where. The only comfort in his life was a guitar and a band. He needed a home in the city. I will find a place to go. I said home in the city, yeah. I will find a place to go. I feel the cold air blowing, the Chicago storm. Wish I had a gig to play, just look right in my room. I always dreamt about Nashville, all the lights and honky-tonks. Maybe soon I'll pack my bags and play there all night long. I need a home in the city. I will find a place to go. I said home in the city, yeah. I will find a place to go. Maybe Maybe I just need a little conversation. Maybe I just need to talk today. Ooh, yeah. Maybe I just need to find my way of peace. Yeah. While I'm thinking about a home in the city. Find a place to go. Home in the city, yeah. I will find a place to, Lord, I need a home in the city, yeah. I will find a place to go. I said I need a home in the city, yeah. I will find a place to go. I said I need a home, babe, home, baby. Need a home, baby, home, baby. Need a home, baby, home, baby. I need a home, Lord, I need a home, yeah. I need a home, babe, home, baby. Need a home, baby, home, baby. Need a home, babe, home, baby. I need a home, babe.
You just tuned in, you're listening to 90.1 FM KKFI, Kansas City Community Radio. That was Alexander right here live in the studios with us, getting all the details about being in Nashville now, coming through Kansas City, getting all the details. I could venture to guess where your influences come from, but why don't you tell us?
Well, yeah, definitely rock bands. I mean, definitely the Beatles is my number one.
Okay.
Led Zeppelin, the Eagles. I'm a classic rock guy.
Okay,
but I mean,
I
I
see.
love everything from Motley Crue, Van Halen.
Okay, sure.
Name it. I love it.
It comes through. You do that quite well, and you're down in if somebody wanted to find you on the internet, Spotify, all those links, where would they find you?
So if you look up Alex Alexander music on Spotify or Apple Music, it should pop up if you type in Home in the City or On the Waves. Those are the two songs that are out currently, and you'll absolutely be able to find me. If you want to find me on Instagram, Alex Alexander Music, Alex Alexander Official on TikTok, and my YouTube channel, Alex Alexander Official Music.
And you working on 2 songs, but you're working on an album.
Working
correct?
on a whole album. Oh yeah, I have 12 songs written.
Okay.
Actually more than that. I'm gonna be putting up. Yeah, I'm gonna be releasing a bunch of singles. I got a couple songs in the bank right now, ready to go, and we're just waiting until we release them. And we're gonna lead it up. And my goal is. By next year, the album will officially be out. But, until then, there's going to be plenty of music coming out, getting ready for the album. So.
And you're playing a lot of these instruments yourself, is that correct?
Absolutely. Yeah. So when I go to the studio, I record most or all the instruments myself.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
And you're putting this original album out, but you're working with some people so you can take it on the road. Is that correct?
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm putting together a band right now, a group, and it's going really well. And the guys are, they're feeling really tight, and everyone's very excited about the music. So we're looking forward to it to play in a city near you.
Well, like I said, if you just tuned in, you're listening to 90.1 FM KKFI Kansas City Community Radio. My name is John Todd. We've been taking the time out of our schedule to do this interview with Alex here, and it's so wonderful to have you here at the station doing and in Kansas City to be able to perform as well. Everybody really enjoyed having you at the jam session last night. And we're going to be looking forward to airing this interview, and then we're going to have you. I'm sure we're going to be having more music from you down the line. So
thank you so much for having me, and this has just been a blast. So,
is there anything else you want to tell our listeners?
Thank you for listening, and please, thank you so much for the support. I really need it. The only way I make it is you guys. So thank you.
Thank you so much.